got some good information to get in here today, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. Home buyers beware. Trump's 50-year mortgage plan. I'm going to go ahead and break it down. Let's get right into it. All right. So first things first, guys. Number one, this is going to mean a longer term. Okay. So 50 years, is this good or bad? Here's the thing. That means you're going to pay more interest. You will pay more. Okay. Just like when you have an auto loan, it's cheaper. A lot of people don't know this. The shorter the term, which means the quicker that the money back, the quicker that the bank gets their money back, the lower the interest rate is going to be. Longer that the bank gives you to pay the money back, don't get me wrong, there's a couple perks to get into that, but will cost you more money over the long term. Okay. So either way, you're going to pay more interest. A 50-year mortgage stretches the payment so far that the borrower ends up paying significantly more in total interest compared to a standard 30-year mortgage. It's cheaper month to month, so you're going to save a little bit of money, but it's far more expensive overall. Okay, it's far more expensive overall. Now, here's another issue that you're going to. Okay, I had to talk about this because no one's kind of like going this deep into it. Here's the thing. You're going to get slower equity growth. Why is that? Because payments are out longer. You build equity much slower. Okay, it can take years longer, guys, before you own a meaningful share of the home. Now, don't get me wrong. The housing, I would say like the housing market in general, right? The housing market in general, if the prices go up over time, which they have been doing recently, that's really why a lot of people have been a certain amount of equity that fast. Don't get me wrong. You will get equity because that's just how, real estate goes in America in general. However, it's going to take a longer, which makes refinancing or selling favorable. Okay. Now, just because he's coming out with this does not mean you have to take advantage of it. I want to be clear. Just because this is coming out doesn't mean that you have to partake in this in any way, shape, or form. This is just an option. Okay. This is just an option. So you have options. I want everyone to listen. Somebody put this in the comments. You always have options. Okay. Let's keep going. Next, a higher risk of staying underwater. People don't talk about what underwater means. What does underwater mean? Underwater means, like, here, I'll break it down with cars because that's the closest to a home loan, and that's going to be a car loan. Plus, people jump in and out of cars on a regular basis, so it's easier to understand this. Okay. When you say underwater, that essentially means equity. That means negative equity. Okay. So that means that your car is worth less than what you owe. Okay. Now, this is not going to be the case for this is going to vary state by state because every state is different. Some states have cheaper real estate. Some states have like an average of the most states real estate. And then some states just have the higher end of real estate. But then you also have another problem that no one's talking about. And that is how some areas are selling faster than others, which means they're giving away homes. In Florida, they're giving away homes. They're losing these homes. Some areas in Texas, they are losing money on these homes. This plays a role, guys. So this is a higher risk of staying underwater. If the property values fall, because they do fall sometimes, this market is, and listen, don't forget, guys, my wife and I own a real estate firm right here in Chicago. So we're seeing all of this. Okay. I'm saying that to say sometimes property values do fall. A slow equity mortgage means you could owe more than the home is worth for a longer period of time. Okay. For a longer period of time. Now, again, that's not it's not the worst thing, but I at least just want to let you guys know it's not the best thing in the world either. Okay. So I just want to make sure you guys understand that. All right. So now let's go to the next thing. So here's the thing. Oh, by the way, guys, I want to let you know we get email. Oh my God. We got so many comments on the last video. People said, can we help you go into home ownership, rental property ownership, increasing your credit score? Yes, we can help you do all of that. I just want to make sure you guys know that. So this is where everything is. It's the 850 Club Elite. Okay, I'll put a link inside the chat. Okay, but if you're looking to do any of these things right here on the right hand side, we can help you. Okay, all right, keep going. Next, how are lenders responding? Okay, how are lenders responding? So now some lenders will embrace this change and they will approve more borrowers. Okay. Now some will play it safe. Okay. But the thing is that a lot of most lenders are not, they're not liking this. Just so we're clear. Most lenders are not liking this because in the long run, it's going to end up costing more money. And a lot of the lenders are not liking how it's going to cost them more money overall. Okay. So just keep that in mind. All right. Next, the age-related lender limits. Now, I want everybody to understand this. I know my audience is over the age. Most of you guys that watch me are over 25, over 35, and 40s, the 50s, the 60s. Why am I telling you this? And I'm going to explain this. There are some lenders that will not give you a mortgage loan because of your age. Now, is that discrimination? That's a good conversation to have. But the thing is that they look at it, if you're about, and you start getting into your 70s, there's going to be some mortgage options that won't be available to you. So this is one of those options that will more than likely not even be an option for you. Not in a bad way. I'm not saying you're not going to be here 120 years, but again, these are banks saying, hey, a little risky. So what does that mean? Because there are 70-year-old people, 75-year-old people that get denied for 30-year mortgages. Just so we're clear. So I'm saying that to say, if they're denying 30-year mortgages, if you're 70, that means there's going to be some people in their 50s that will get denied for this loan. But I'm just letting you know it's not a bad thing. Because I know some of you guys are thinking, well, man, Calvin, I can probably afford this. This may work out for me in California. Can I always refinance? Again, at the end of the day, it's money. But this is not the type of loan that you want to keep for the entire term. Let me just say that. If you get it, you pay a lower amount. Even if you break even when you sell, that's not the end of the world. Some lenders won't issue extremely long terms to borrowers above certain ages because they consider repayment time frame and financial longevity. For example, it may be harder to qualify for a 50-year loan if that will realistically extend beyond working years, because they're going by working years, guys. Next, monthly payment benefits is smaller than what people are expecting. Because I know that's what some people are going to say, well, Calvin, I could probably save some money with this, right? Yeah, but not that much. Not that much, guys. Why is it not that much? Here's why. Right now, there are the most popular mortgages is 30 years, 20 years, 25, and you can even go 15. And I think some lenders will even do 10. And obviously you can pay cash. Okay. However, when you jump to 50 years, you're like, oh, well, that's my mortgage being divided by that time frame, right? Yes. But what kind of interest rate are we looking at? We're looking at least 8, 9, 10%. Right. So again, with that time frame, the numbers may not work out. So the difference between that time frame isn't as big as most people think. Let me tell you something. You all should really also look at a 30-year mortgage, 25-year mortgage, 20-year mortgage, even a 15-year mortgage right now. Okay, because that extra, I think, $500 a month. If you go, sometimes a 15-year difference may be $500 more, but you look at how much money more look at how much more money you saved. Okay, how much more money? Okay, so it's not as big as most people think. So the borrower takes on a much longer commitment and relatively small savings. Let's keep going. You stay in debt longer than most financial goals are going to assume. A 50-year timeline, it can overlap, guys, with retirement. I'm sorry, guys. I saw that in the chat. So here, let me put this in here. This is what I was talking about, guys. The 850 Club Elite. I'll put that in the chat. Thanks for reminding me. 850 Club Elites.com. I just want you guys to hit your goals this year. Okay, we still got time to hit these goals. All right, next, with retirement planning and making a budget and more complex later in life. Okay, next, how is this going to affect? Oh wait, let me see. Is that it? Okay, cool. All right, so I want to make sure. Let me go back. So either way, a 50-year timeline can overlap with retirement planning, making budgeting more complex later in life. Okay, so that means that if you want to buy another property, a rental property, right? Because I have clients that I sold houses to back in 2018, 19, 2020. taking equity out of those properties and they're making other investments. So there's a chance that if your numbers are not lining up right, you won't be able to do those same investments. So in short, guys, I just want to make sure you guys don't get excited about this. Okay. So just because it's, and again, I don't care who you voted for. And when I say that, I say that meaning like this is not a political issue here. These are just facts. Y'all know me. Like this is, we don't have an agenda here politically. Okay. Y'all do y'all own thing because we already arguing too much online anyway. But anyway, I'm saying that again, it's not a good plan. It's not a good option here. Okay. Now here's another thing too, guys. I want to go into it. Listen, but if you do want to go into home ownership, if home ownership is a goal that you want to accomplish, I'm going to show you guys a real true story. This is a guy right here. You guys hear me tell this story all the time. I love because it's story. And just so you guys know, we got other people that are in the home buying process as we speak. Okay. But anyway, check this out. Check this out. Antoine Gates is in the house. I don't know if he's in here. Let me know if you are in the comments. He always be watching the videos. But listen. Well, now that Antoine accomplished his goals, I don't know if he can be watching us no more. You know how people get. They start accomplishing goals. They're like, oh man, I used to watch 850 Club. That's back when I'm just playing. But anyway, he says, I've been quiet lately in here, but things at 50 Club. I got a $6,000 credit limit increase on my credit card is now $16,800. My secured card with Navy Federal graduated to a $2,000 limit, and he was able to lease a brand new 2025 Hyundai Iconic vehicle for $242 a month. Find me 5 people phone right now that have a $200 payment on anything. Really for a car payment. Okay. He leased it 10,000 miles per year. The dealer said you have tier 1 credit. Y'all should see the conversations him and I had 5 months ago. He was saying, Calvin, do you really think go into home ownership? Y'all see this house? Congratulations to him and his wife. They now are homeowners. They are homeowners. They went from, can I do this? He was watching the same video, the same channel y'all watching right now. He went from saying, hey, can I do this? Is this possible? To getting the keys and holding the keys in his own home. And then he had the audacity to go get a car. We knocking out goals here, guys. That's him and his wife. Congratulations to you all. Now I know what some of you guys are thinking. And just for you guys know, if you guys are watching this on your TV, take out your phones, scan that QR code right there. Okay, scan that QR code right there to join the 850 Club Elite. I know you guys are thinking, though, Calvin, what if I don't want to buy a home? Check this out. This is the 850 Club Elite, guys. We just came out with a new plan. So many people have been asking us. They said, Calvin, is it possible that you can create a custom game plan every single month? Yes, we can. We just came out with a plan where you get a custom game plan every single month. For those who don't know, our normal game plan is $350 one time. And it's worth every penny. Probably worth, because if there's a plan that shows you how to save money and how to do these things, why wouldn't you want to know? Right? But either way, I just want to let you guys know that. But so what happens if I have other goals, Calvin? What goals you got? Well, I want to get a car too. She got a car, 850 Club Elite member. Don't she look happy? Of course she looks happy because she got a car. How about this guy, business owner? He says, went ahead and was approved for another vehicle for our Turo fleet. Do y'all hear the words that they're using? Turo fleet. 850 Club is real. I'm a living testimony. Look at that, lining the cars up. He done washed them. That means he went to go wash them up, parked them just for the photo. I love it. I love it because Calvin Russell, informative and productive lessons, I was able to increase more and walk away with this truck with a low down payment. And it was easy getting financed. Look at the words these members are using. And it was easy getting financed. Look at that. Congratulations to you, sir. All right. Then, of course, listen, some of you guys are like, well, I don't drive no Chevy now. I don't want to look for no Chevy. Benz, no matter what it is. Okay. And look, that's not the only one. We got another. Listen, check this out. We got another member right here. She's literally going through the home buying process as we do this video. Y'all see this? She said, this is what she said. This wasn't me that said it. She said it. God showed up and showed out. Now, look, I'm going to give you guys, she had when I say testimony, we talking about a real testimony here. Short version is this is what the house looks like, guys. Short version. Okay. She's under contract for this beautiful home. And it's got a jacuzzi in the back, just so y'all know. She got a jacuzzi in the back. Well, Calvin, I just want to increase my credit score. Can you at least help me do that? Absolutely. There's a lot of people saying that they get somewhere. Here's my thing. I want you to have more than just a credit score. Somebody put that in the comments. I want you all to have more than just a credit score. When you have more than just a credit score, or you have goals that's more than just increasing your credit score, then we can start knocking those out. See, a lot of people, even if they help you increase your credit score, they're done with you. They're done. They can't tell you how to go into homeownership because many of them don't own property. Many of them don't qualify for homeownership. Many of them have never bought rental property. I'm not knocking them. I'm saying they've never bought rental property. They've never bought commercial property. I have. I can walk you through that. I can hold your hand. Or I will introduce you to someone, right? My point is, look, 79 points. You guys see this? This is how much his score, listen, his score just increased. Just increased. Look, y'all, that face looks familiar, don't it? Y'all know that's Antoine. Approved for another Navy Federal credit card. They approved him. This one got 20,000. Okay? So again, listen. Now, what if you say, well, Calvin, listen, the cars, easy. Okay? High limit credit cards, easy. Okay? Lower car payments. We can do that. Listen, if I could show you now how to lower your car payment, even if you just joined the elite, just to lower your car payment. If I could show you how to lower your car payment, put the word car inside the comments. Elite, let them know it's real. All the elite members in the building, go ahead and drop an elite inside the chat. Let them know we real in here. Let them know this is not a cult. Hey, it might be a cult of success. But anyway, check this out. One of our members, they had a monthly payment, $948. 18%. Come on now. He got options. Somebody put in the comments, you have monthly payment $814, APR 10%. Monthly payment $865, 10.1. Then look at this, 9%. We are cutting interest rates in half. We are cutting interest rates in half. Okay? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, guys. We're cutting interest rates in half. Okay? So again, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm just letting you know that, listen, I know don't you guys hate when you have a goal and then you from accomplishing that goal? And sometimes it's not knowing what to do. Sometimes it's doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. And sometimes it's accountability. I mentioned this because somebody just said in the comments, is this some type of pyramid scheme or something? Oh, no, it's not. This is all real. Here's the thing. People have success faster. They're more likely to have success if they're around more people that are having success. Okay, check this out. We still got people that's pre-approved in here. We still got people that's pre-approved. Either way, I'm just letting you guys know whether you want to get a 55 increase like this person did right here, or if you guys want to get business funding. Again, whatever your goals are, whatever that goal is, we can help you. Look at this. Look at these scores here. Y'all see this growth? Look at this. Y'all see this? This is when he started with us. He says, listen, I need a coach. I need help. It was actually before this. I need help. We said, we got you. Follow this. He followed it. It's guaranteed to work, guys. It's guaranteed to work. Okay. But either way, let's go and jump into the comments real quick. Booker's in the house. Booker's in the house. Appreciate you being here, Booker. Grinder for the bag is in the building. Miss Mona says car. She says, listen, help me lower car payment, please. Here's what we need to do. You got to increase the credit score first. You need to be around about 640. Okay. The car has to qualify. The car has to qualify too. It has to be less than 120,000 miles. Maybe, I don't think they'll do 150 anymore, but 120 for sure. No more than that. The car has to be 5 years old or newer. 5 years old or newer. And then you can go through an auto loan refinance. And then if you get denied or the car gets denied, you're not done yet. You can get a personal loan. You can get a personal loan. Okay. And then use that personal loan with better terms to pay it off. The current auto loan that you have right now. That's how you do it. But you got to be in position. You got to have a score. You got to up the qualifications. I put people in position. I show people how to accomplish goals. It's not about me. A lot of times people say me. No, I know. Listen, I'm telling you what's in it for you. I'm just reminding you of the things you said you wanted to do at the beginning of the year. I'm reminding you of the things you said, well, I'll wait till next year to do. I'm reminding you of the things you told your wife. I'm reminding you of the things you told your husband. I'm reminding you of the things you told your kids. We're going to get out of this neighborhood. This is how we do that. We put action. It's information, execution. Some of you all are addicted to information. It's learn. Don't get me wrong. You always stay a student, but it's learn what you need just enough, then take some action. Then come back and learn, then take some action again. But if you're just constantly learning, then what's going to end up happening is you're just going to be full of information. And you don't just want to be full of information, right? You got to take action, guys. It's about execution. Most of you all, that's why you guys watch this channel, so you can get information, whether it's my news videos, whether it's my watch your money videos, whether it's my interviews, whether it's my personal credit. I'm making sure I want to make sure every angle I can to help you all. Either way, I'm just letting you guys know it's real. Grounded for the Bag said I did it with my personal loan. He increased his credit score. He got a personal loan. He put everything in that personal loan. He put himself in a better position, lower payments with doing that personal loan. Why don't they advertise this on TV? Because the banks make less money. Let me tell you something. Why do you think your bank doesn't call you to say, hey, we can help you lower your car payment? Banks don't do that. That's why I'm here to say, hey, you're paying over $400 a month. You're paying over $500 a month. You're paying over $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000. Did I get y'all yet? $1,100, $1,200, $1,300. Did I get y'all yet? I can show you how to lower that. You're giving money away. Let's stop doing that. Okay? Either way, our Lake is in the building. Elite Family's in the building. Too. Grinder said, I was asking when you was going to talk about this. Check this out. I was going to do it yesterday. April says, listen, I told some of my friends the housing market will crash. You ain't lying. Not long ago, man, they do something like this. Please don't do this, guys. RLA says, 50-year loan sounds like a super bad idea. Don't you do it. April says, you will pay for the home in your next life. For real, okay? I'm telling you this, all right? But anyway, guys, listen, I appreciate you guys for being here. Great, phenomenal information today. Listen, if you're serious about your credit goal, here, let me show y'all something real quick. Let me back out of this. I want to show you guys something. Check this out. I want to show you guys, again, real people here. Uh-oh. Here go Tabitha. Let me brag on Tabitha real quick. Okay, there we go. All right. So look, check this out. Tabitha is in the building. I don't know if she's watching. Let me zoom in. She says, my progress. I have been silent because I have been on a major grind. Here's my progress. Yeah. Yay to me, to the family. Let's go. Look at that. Scores going up. Scores are going up. Listen, y'all, let me tell you something about these credit scores right here, because these credit scores don't get no credit. These type of stores don't get any credit, or people don't understand what this means when they get here. When you get into the high 640s, the 650s, you qualify for home ownership up to 4 units. People don't tell you that because they don't understand home ownership. 4 units, guys. That means you could buy a 4-unit building, live in 1 unit, charge rent to 2 of the units, go Airbnb on 1 of the units, go Airbnb on 3 of the units. You listen, this is how you turn. This is one of the many ways you could turn your credit into money, into an income stream. Number 2, you can get a lower car payment here. Absolutely. 640, 650. This is when the door opens. Somebody put in the comments, the door is open. The door is open. Now this ain't church now. Let me get this collection plate going. The collection plate is called Super Chat, just in case y'all interested. But anyway, but no, seriously, when you get into these in this score range, more doors will open for you. And one of those doors, the second door, is lowering your car payment. People don't know this stuff. This is why I've created this channel. Once I learned it, I said, I wonder how many people don't know this. Here we are today. Next, number 3, the third door that opens is a higher limit credit card. A higher limit credit card. This is when the credit card changes. This is when Amex says, hey, how are you? This one Discover says, hey, we've been watching what you've been doing. Bank of America says, hey, you know what? I know we denied you a few months ago, but listen, you know how it goes. Back then, we didn't want you, but now you hot and we all on you, right? I'm telling you, this is when things start to change. This is when you're in and out of the dealership. You get a credit score like this, you in and out the dealership. Some of you all had no idea that it should not take you more than an hour to buy a car, unless you're deciding and thinking. But usually the reason why it takes so long is because the bank is considering whether you're worth the risk or not. They're sending your application to 5 banks, 8 banks, 10 banks, 12 banks, 15 banks. All of them keep denying you. Listen, this changes. This is the foundation. This is the beginning. I'm just letting you know, because a lot of times people, let me just like that real quick. Let me like that. We got Rachel Thorpe in here. Look, she says, congratulations. Actions always speak louder than words. Gerald Bland in the house. He says, nice work. I'm just putting here, congratulations. I'm always in here dropping gems. Congratulations. Look at that. See, that's another screenshot for me. That's another screenshot I'm going to have to share with y'all. Okay. See, I love to see it, guys, because everybody's working hard. And I don't care if it's 3 points. It's in the right direction. Somebody put in the comments, it's in the right direction. Would you rather see a 3-point increase or a 3-point decrease? Which would you rather see? Somebody put in the comments, increase or decrease. Come on now. Listen. Okay. Booker says, how bad do you want it? Antoine says another another Navy Fed approval. Look at that. I just want to show y'all. Let me zoom in. Y'all see it say 20,000. See, some of y'all say, well, Calvin, I can't see that. Don't worry. I got you. 20,000 right there. Listen, 6 months ago, he couldn't get a credit card. 6 months ago, he had a secured credit card. I think it was about 5 months ago. 6 months ago, he had a secured credit card. Do you guys hear me? He went from secured credit card to unsecured credit card to credit limit increase to second credit card, $20,000 limit, home ownership, new car. Not bad. Not bad, guys. Listen, these are the goals you say you want to accomplish. Either way, I'm just letting you know that you are not by yourself. You guys see that? We congratulate each other over here. Look at that. Booker saying something. Cornelia saying something. Rachel saying something as well, too. Joy is in the house. Joy is going crazy up in here, by the way. Joy, I know you up in here. She too excited. And by the way, Joy's going to be here. Oh, let me get you guys know, too, since you guys here. Well, either way, I'll send out an email blast. I know y'all not here for that. But if you guys, look at the community post when you guys can. Look at the community post when you guys can. And I'm saying that to say because I got a YouTube training coming up just in case you guys are interested in that. Okay. But anyway, look at it. You guys see what Mike just said? Let me put that up there. What Mike says. Mike says Capital One informed me today that I now pre-qualify up to a 50,000. Let me tell y'all something. Mike used to be homeless. Guys. Not in a bad way. Like not that that's a good thing, but I'm saying that to say that's his story. He shared that with us. Mike said, here, let me share this tab. Mike says he went from being homeless. By the way, just so y'all know, Mike qualifies for a house too. He's slow dragging. We gonna be on him next year. I know you're laughing at me, but his goal is to go into homeownership next year. But he went from homeless to now qualifying for up to 4 units. Homeless to landlord. Man, that's a book worth reading. That's a book worth reading. That's a person I want to sit next. That's a person I want to talk to. That's a story I want to hear. That's a person I want to hear speak. Homeless to qualify for 4 units. Homeless to being approved for a $50,000 auto loan. That's somebody I want to hear from. He's inside the group. Antoine right here on y'all screen, he's inside the group. My question to you is, what group are you hanging around? See, we're creating a group of winners, movers, shakers, doers, executors. You come in here, you feel bad if you're not doing something. Isn't that something? Where you feel bad for not pushing yourself to accomplish your goals. What happens if you do that? You'll get there faster. You are who you hang around. Birds of a feather flock together. You know all the words. It's true. It's association. Association. Who are you associating yourself with? Well, Calvin, I don't really associate with nobody. I just got my family and the people I go to work with. Then maybe you need to have an association. Okay? Listen, I'm not saying it got to be 850 Club. I'm saying in general, this is not me. These are just human psychology facts. Because who we hang around, it affects how we think. It affects what we think about. It affects our goal setting. It affects what we think is possible. If you're around 5 negative people, you're going to be negative because no, it's possible. But if you're around 5 positive people, 5 people that got goals, 5 people that's doing something every day towards their goals, chances are you're going to want to do the same thing. Check this out. Jack Black is in the house. So happy I discovered you just in the last 2 months. Me and the home helper are both doing the plan and it's working. It's working. Listen, man, let me tell y'all something. I started this YouTube channel. If you guys go back to my videos, I've been doing this for years, 7, 8 years. I can't shut up. I can't. I said, people need to, I worked at the dealership. I sold over 550 cars in less than 4 years. Do you know why I sold so many cars? Because people said you wanted to help me, not just show me a car, show me a monthly pay, kick me out, high five your friends, and talk about how much money you made. I've been invited to weddings. I've been invited to birthdays. I've been invited to I was invited to a next day barbecue. I'm dead serious. There was this guy and his girlfriend. They came into the dealership. They said, hey, we got a few more dealerships we finna go to. This is one of the last ones we finna go to. We got 2 more to go after this. They said, hey, we want to look for this car. We want to play no games. I was like, oh, okay. Because I ain't got no games to play anyway. Like once they meet me, they say, oh man, this guy's different. Absolutely. I want you to win. You know why? Because when you win, you're going to go back and tell what? Your friends, your family. And guess what? Hey, it's this guy named Calvin that sells cars. And that's exactly what happened. They went from, hey, this is how it's going to go, car salesman, to getting what they needed from me, going to the next dealership. They came to me. They said the same day, they came back to me and said, Calvin, you won't believe this. It happened exactly like you said it was going to happen. I said, yeah, because most people don't have the heart that I have, especially in that industry. That was too easy. So I said, listen, either way, they ended up buying a car and they said, man, Calvin, you're such a great guy. Listen, I don't know if you're free, but we got this barbecue at this new apartment we just got. Bet I'm finna pull up. Had a blast. Had a blast. They provided everything. Food, something to drink, water, by the way. Wink, wink. But anyway, guys, listen, I'm gonna get up out of here. Grinding just says, just imagine when I get my whole family on this credit level. Ooh, speaking of which, look at that. Look at that. I think I just helped my wife improve her credit with the same with skills I learned here. Either way, guys, I'm just letting you know this is where you want to win at. All right. But either way, guys, let people know what's going on. People are going to have questions of this. People at your church, people at your job, your friends, your family. They will say, hey, did you hear about the 50-year mortgage? I'm thinking about doing it. Let them know about this video. That's all I ask. Okay. It costs nothing to let them know about this video so they won't make the wrong decision. Too many people are making the wrong decision and we're letting them. Not by purpose. But see, if you don't know, you can't help. If you like to help, you need to know so you can help. You ain't got to explain this. Just say, hey, listen, girl, I just know it's a bad idea. Watch this. Okay. Either way, guys, we'll see you all inside the community. Let me know if you ask a question. By the way, this Wednesday, I'm doing an accountability call at 8 a.m. Central Time. All you got to do, if you have a credit question for me to answer this Wednesday, you can jump on that call and I can answer your question for you. Okay. Just let you know. So if you're like, man, Calvin, I got to just answer this question real quick. It's fine. Join the community. And on Wednesday morning, I will answer your credit question. Okay. All right, guys. See you on tomorrow. Yes, man, we got lots of to cover. This video was not going to get done this weekend. There were some other things in front of this. We got so many things going on. Be here tomorrow.